Hi, welcome to Self-Discovery Support. The intention I set for this reading is to pick up energies that may provide clarity, insight, or guidance for you. If it does not resonate with you, it may be useful to view it simply as a story, and after all, every story has something we can learn from. So let's get started. This reading is going to be for air signs. So I'm starting off with the therapy toolkit. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's see if in this reading I can finally get a grasp of these cards. They have been slipping all over every reading I've been doing with them. Okay. Alright, so let's see what's happening for air signs now. That's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Let's get one more. Alright, so we have somebody here feeling, I feel isolated, feeling a deep sense of their own feelings, like there's no other choice, like there's no other option for us but to just be drowning in a feeling. And then there's something here about family and like lightheartedness, and definitely memory. So like leaving homes, separating. Just a definite feeling like the collective of you air signs, like going through situations where you're having to kind of like a lot of nostalgic feelings and memories coming up, and you're having to face this. Like this period that you're going through is actually making you look at things that you have experienced in childhood with families, in your own families that you've created, and it's like a sense of leaving, almost like independence. So let's see what's happening here. All right, so we have grief, needs, and parents. So that's making me now think that there's a recognition on your path that whatever you have in a family dynamic is not, you're realizing like it's not meeting what you need. And maybe this is maybe for some of you, it maybe never met those needs, and it's like a recognition of that, but that is bringing up a lot of like grieving process work that's happening. Yeah, let's get into it with tarot. All right, so for air signs, for the collective: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Tell us about this. Tell us about this. Tell us about this. All right, Wheel of Fortune here. So definitely this symbol or signification that we need to change things. Like this that we just talked about at the beginning of the reading is like you recognizing that something here has to change, and there is a need to change that. That could be leaving behind some of these people. And when I say some of these people, this could really be family. This could really be people that you grew up with, like friendships. This is a hidden energy card, and there's definitely a close-knit group here So that further reinforces like what's happening is like you physical intimacy, you separating from people who with that needs card are not in a place to provide anymore or potentially never did, and you realizing that what I need is actually much more than what is being offered in this situation. All right, so we have the Magician, we have the Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, we've got the Hanged Woman, the Hierophant, Five of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have, I feel like there's something here about, so it's like you're in a space where you're able to realize some goals. I'm feeling like you have put yourself in that space. There's definitely things coming into you, and it's like you no longer, like you're recognizing how maybe in the past you have maybe caused there's like a power imbalance, or there's some kind of self-sabotage here, and now you're in a space where the thing is clarity, right? So I'm feeling like whatever you went through here, this situation, for some of you it's like the loss of family, for some of you it's just moving into a new phase of life, and that brings its own kind of grieving process. I feel like now you're in a place where that experience has allowed you to now start to realize the things that you want to achieve, the things you want to manifest into your life, and you are actually doing that. Like you're on path to do that. We have the Hanged Woman and the Hierophant. So some of you might be thinking about like you might be thinking about going back to school or participating in something that is a more systematic, structured path in your life. So if some of you were let's say you're joining like working for the government or working for a particular firm or whatever it is, and if you were like a freelancer before, but I'm seeing that like you kind of put that off. You're still at a point of you're not quite decided. You're still kind of teetering. I think you're holding this off a little bit more, even though there is a kind of sense that you might want to do that. For some of you, it's like this period has put you in what you feel is like a holding space, almost like things have slowed down in your life, and it's forced you to get onto a spiritual path. I know from doing the shorts that Aquarius has in particular has had a particularly spiritual path over the last like few months, like maybe even from the beginning of the year. So that could be yours. We're also seeing here, okay, so there's like a disappointment, definite disappointment with these two fives here, and this thing is, whatever this situation is bringing the change. This right in the middle, it's a familial or a love situation. Let's see. Yeah, there's something here, something that made you feel or you felt like you could be safe, connected, close. Whoever this person is or this situation is, for you it's like a sense that you have lost this. It's a sense of, I let this go, or it was unfairly taken from me, is more what I'm feeling. And there's a lot of kind of, I want to say like dejected thoughts about this, like I miss this, which is fair, like that's a human, it's a very human and relatable and vulnerable place to be in, and it's good that you access those feelings and needs. Let's look at this, like moving on. It's Like, now you know that what I need to do is enter this next phase of my life, which is probably very independent of my parents, independent of the people I grew up with. I'm on my own path, and there's a clarity about that, and you're definitely willing to put the work in. But with this one, I'm feeling like a lot of us, even to do with the line of work that we choose to do, some of us may be getting onto like leaving behind more corporate type of jobs, getting into more creative, even spiritual, fulfilling is the word, fulfilling type of work. Yeah, so that seems like going through this real journey, air signs, going through this like valley. There's like this shock, going through this valley, and then recognizing that, okay, I have what is needed here. I have the power to do something about this. Let's look at some of the thoughts involved in this process for you. Yeah, I feel like, so we have powerlessness under the deck. So I feel like you're coming from this space, and now we have you in the energy of peace. So like definite finding some kind of balance in your life, and I'm seeing that you're arriving at that point on this side, which is, you know, where you're heading. So we do have you feeling more balanced after whatever happened right here, going through this real grieving process, this separation process, an acceptance process. And then we have now you showing up in your life, present for yourself as well. And that just brings me back to like this Eight of Pentacles. This Eight of Pentacles is actually not, it seems quite weighty in the direction of the way things are going, which is, look at this, it's you shaping all the pathways that your life can take, you creating it. And so that's the bigger kind of story here, is that you are now stepping into like this present, I feel the word alive being here. Yeah, so let's get I want to get you like a potential outcome. Let's do a potential outcome here. Seven of Cups. I did see the Three of Swords, so definitely you processing that pain, whatever that is, relational, familial. Seven of Cups, Eight of Wands. So this is you considering all the options, considering what is on your plate now, because you're in this space now, like with this kind of separation, detachment, growth. Even on this side, you now have a lot of things to consider, and it's like, what do I act on? But it's like you moving past this more stagnant phase of like considering, maybe even dreaming of what your life could be, and taking action here. So for some of you, this could be communication incoming. Six of Pentacles in hidden energies. So it's like you receiving what you should have gotten before. It's like, you know, we started off with this kind of lack, this energy of lack, and you recognizing that, and then now it's like things coming in, you receiving. Ace of Wands. It's gonna bring in a kind of like new energy, passionate energy about your life, the people in your life, the things in your life. That just seems like people who have gone through a lot of things and are now just like coming out of the storm in a way. What else? What other messages we have here for air signs? Look at this. You create your own reality. What you want wants you to. And that brings me back to this image right here. This is someone who recognizes that what they want is something that they have to step towards. They have to go towards that because it will be there for them. 8 of Wands. Coming in, incoming, however you want to say that. The question is, what do you want to experience? That is a very good question. It's time for you to start thinking about what are you heading towards now that you've gotten this momentum. Where are you going? What are you wanting to bring in? We got 2 for you, and this is like a real it's a real fortune. I think that we're doing the air signs reading, and here we have the King of Swords and Knight of Swords, like 2 strong air energy cards. This is a lot of clarity, a lot of communication, cutting through any murkiness, anything that lingers, to kind of shed light on your situation. So it says, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. Okay, there we go. With that 7 of Cups, that's going to come in handy. All these options that you're going to have to be considering. And Knight of Swords says, I choose my battles carefully. So remember, we talked about those people that you might have to be separating from. This new path, this new life, I believe that this is what it's referring to. And so it's, don't expend your energy on what you don't need to. It's going towards clearly where you need to go, what you want to achieve. And that really comes back to that question. Something to bear in mind as you go forward. What do you want to experience? Okay, guys, this is your reading. I have enjoyed doing it for you. And if you enjoyed this as well, please do like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to catch you back here again. All right, take care.